Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the life of one of the most remarkable and courageous women in Islamic history, Zaynab bint Muhammad, the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad PBUH. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2024. Your support means the world to us. Now, let's explore the life of Zaynab, a woman of faith, strength, and resilience. Zaynab bint Muhammad, born in Mecca around 599 CE, was the eldest daughter of the Prophet Muhammad PBUH and his first wife, Khadijah. Her early years were spent in the household of one of the most revered families in all of Arabia. Her mother, Khadijah, was not just the Prophet's wife but also the first to embrace Islam. So, Zaynab grew up surrounded by faith, wisdom, and the teachings of Islam. As a young girl, Zaynab witnessed the trials her father endured as the Prophet of Islam, including the persecution of the early Muslims in Mecca. This atmosphere of hardship, sacrifice, and struggle shaped Zaynab's character, molding her into a strong and compassionate individual. Her faith was unwavering, and she later became one of the key figures in the early Muslim community. Now, what's remarkable about Zaynab's life is not just her lineage, but her role as a wife and mother in the context of her own marriage. Zaynab married Abu al-As ibn al-Rabi, a man from a prominent Meccan family who initially was not a Muslim. Despite the differences in faith, Zaynab and Abu al-As had a strong, loving marriage, and they had children together. However, their story took a significant turn when the persecution of the Muslims grew increasingly intense in Mecca. As Islam began to spread, Abu al-As found himself at odds with his wife's faith. Zaynab, deeply committed to Islam, was faced with the challenge of maintaining her marriage while adhering to her faith. Abu al-As, initially opposed to Islam, later accepted it after a series of events. One pivotal moment was when he was captured during the Battle of Badr. Zaynab, who had not yet publicly declared her faith at the time of the battle, showed her loyalty to her husband despite the circumstances. When the Prophet Muhammad PBUH found out about her situation, he allowed her husband to return after ransom was paid, demonstrating compassion and understanding. However, Zaynab's life took another dramatic turn during the Battle of Uhud, when her husband was again involved in a conflict with the Muslims. This time, Zaynab was separated from him by the growing differences in faith, but her strength and resilience remained unshaken. Her unwavering commitment to the principles of Islam continued to inspire others around her. One of the most significant events of her life occurred during the migration to Medina. Zaynab's husband, despite having accepted Islam, found himself in a challenging position. He had to choose between his loyalty to his wife and his loyalty to his tribe. Ultimately, he embraced Islam, acknowledging the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad PBUH and reuniting with Zaynab in Medina. Their reconciliation reflected not only personal growth but the power of faith and forgiveness in Islam. Zaynab's life is a testament to resilience, patience, and loyalty to both her faith and her family. Her dedication to Islam was evident throughout her life, from her early support for her father to her role in the nascent Muslim community. Despite the challenges she faced, Zaynab remained steadfast, never wavering in her commitment to her beliefs and the values that the Prophet Muhammad PBUH had taught her. It's important to highlight that Zaynab's life was not just defined by her marriage but also her role as a mother and daughter. Her compassion and wisdom were deeply felt by those who knew her. As the Prophet's daughter, Zaynab was part of a family that exemplified devotion to Allah, and this faith was passed down to her children. She raised her children with the same values of honesty, integrity, and piety that she had learned from her parents. Zaynab's legacy also includes her unwavering commitment to justice and her role in advocating for the rights of women in the early Muslim community. Her actions spoke louder than words, as she exemplified the true essence of Islam, demonstrating that a woman's strength lies not in power or dominance, but in her faith, resilience, and the way she supports her community. Zaynab's life reminds us that the path of faith is not always easy, but with steadfastness and patience, we can overcome any challenge. Her story continues to inspire countless individuals, both men and women, to stand firm in their beliefs and to live lives of integrity and compassion. And there you have it, a glimpse into the life of Zaynab bint Muhammad, a woman whose strength, wisdom, and faith left a lasting legacy in Islam. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers before 2024 ends. We can do it with your support. Keep spreading knowledge, keep learning, and until next time, peace and blessings upon you all.